Right, hello everybody. My name is Lifelike, and I'm here to run Star Wars: The Force Unleashed in any percent. It's a little bit of a special moment for me, as this was the first game that I ever speedran, so it's nice to actually get it up here on the GDQ stage. Got a couple of friends on the couch behind me, if you'd like to introduce yourselves.
I'm ripchip. I run a couple other Star Wars games.
And I'm Danejerus. I'm most well known for my participation in the Alan Wake 2 flash mob last night. So
it was a very good mob.
Alright, so let's go ahead and get this run started. I'm going to start a new file. Going to play on the easiest difficulty just because there are a few places in the run where I'm going to have to just deliberately take damage and hopefully be able to ignore it. And if I play on higher difficulties, that doesn't really work. So, yeah, if everybody's ready, I think we can start in 3, 2, 1, go.
Go!
good luck.
GLHF.
All right, so we get the famous Star Wars opening crawl. This is one of the pre-rendered cutscenes in the game, and all of the pre-rendered cutscenes are skippable, except that they are covering up loading screens. So I'm stuck watching it for at least a little bit until the game's done loading.
Skippable until they're unskippable. Or wait, I said that backwards.
I also just want to say, whoever said the Clone Wars was the best Star Wars, your opinion is incredibly valid.
There's a conflicting opinion in our donations, if I can read it.
Sure.
It's $25 from Queen Luigi saying, woke up from a dead sleep to say Andor is the best Star Wars. You cannot convince me I am wrong. That's pretty compelling there. May I read another?
Sure.
We have $5 from Sporadic Erratic saying, best Star Wars is the new animated series Star Wars Visions. I was really blown away by how beautiful some of the episodes are. Thank you so much, SE, for that wonderful donation to Doctors Without Borders.
I didn't realize how long this crawl was.
I know.
There's a reason it's called a crawl.
Exactly. Let's continue getting those Star Wars opinions in. We're seeing that Star Wars love as Lifelike gets into this awesome any percent run.
This any percent crawl.
Usually doesn't take this long to skip, but I'm trying though. You can see the little glowy
hardware
symbol in the bottom right.
At least this gives everyone who's watching a little bit of clue on like what the story is.
Yeah, I mean, not a lot of people know about this franchise, so it's good for them to kind of see what it looks like, you know.
And it takes time to read it too.
That's true.
Yeah, especially because it's angled as well. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's the same plot, I guess, as any Star Wars game. I mean, John Star Wars is trying to stop the bad guys, and yeah.
And then Star Wars is everywhere. I'm actually really surprised it's taking this long to skip.
Yeah, it usually doesn't make it past the text scroll.
Yeah. I will say we have a comment opinion here from Arthur, $50 supporting MSF, saying Clone Wars is indeed the best Star Wars. So indeed, it is now continuing on with the Clone Wars love. And we're over $5,000 for that Wario Land 100% incentive. Let's go.
Let's go. Am I basic for just saying Empire Strikes Back?
No, that's a great opinion.
Well, I feel like it's the basic opinion. Like, oh yeah, of course you say Empires. Everyone says that.
But I have the situation well.
It's just a good movie.
It is a good movie.
No interest in your failures, Commander. I'm here on a mission.
Well, the good news is we're getting to see more of this cutscene.
There we go.
All right, there we go.
There we go.
Okay, so here we're into the tutorial level of the game where we're playing as Darth Vader. His normal movement is this really slow, menacing walk, but we want to go faster, so I'm going to spam jump, which...
Oh, Sekiro. Never mind, sorry.
I've always just found it kind of funny seeing Darth Vader hopping around like he's just so happy.
And there he goes. He's unleashing the Force right there. Roll the credits.
It has been unleashed.
Time.
Unleashed it all over that door.
I guess this would probably be a good time to talk about the myriad of different physics engines they have incorporated into this title.
Right. So one of the advertising points of this game when it was about to come out was that it runs at least 3 different physics engines, kind of all at once. There's one for biological materials, like these plants that'll sway around back and forth, like they bend and they go back to normal, but also wood will splinter. There's another one that handles metal, so that metal will bend and then stay in the position it was bent to. And then a third one for glass that lets it shatter. And here's one for wood splintering.
That is.
He's truly unleashing the Force.
We've seen the Force Unleashed like 3 times already. Uh-oh.
A little block there. It's all right. So, fun fact, Wookiees do not know how to ride elevators.
He's got a little tummy ache.
That was my best impression. I can't do any better than that, I'm sorry.
I think you did pretty good, honestly.
Well, thank you. I tried my best.
So another thing I should probably mention, this is the PC version of this game, which is the same as Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. The game is also out on PlayStation 2 and Wii with its other version, and that version is also somewhat recently ported to the Switch. So I'd imagine most people are probably more familiar with that version. There's also a version on the DS, and another version on the PSP, and yet another version on iOS and N-Gage, if anybody remembers the N-Gage.
What is this, Skyrim?
All right, we got the first real fight coming up.
So this is the first boss fight. There is a strat to try to keep him stun locked for the entire fight, which I'll try to do here. If he gets an opportunity to attack, he puts a bubble up around himself and is completely invincible as long as it's there. And that usually loses about 7 to 8 seconds each time it happens.
Yeah, so you'll see the combo he's doing here is actually a 3-hit combo, but he's basically canceling the 3rd hit with, I think it's block, in order to basically chain that attack over and over again. Because the 3rd hit is very slow, and it will make it so that he can possibly recover and do the thing.
Got it. Nice.
That was an incredible
That was
fight.
excellent.
It is a little bit harder than it looks.
Especially with the lag between each hit you're seeing.
All right, so the end of every boss fight has a quick time event, because this game came out in 2008.
It was the era of QTEs.
Get him.
That is
I'm not gonna lie, that's actually super cool.
quite the Hadouken.
All right, so this is putting us into the second tutorial, which is just called the grip tutorial. But this is the first point at which I have access to the mission select menu. And this is important for the any percent run. So for a while in the any percent run, we would just, when we reach that tutorial, we would pick the first level here and go to it, and that would skip the tutorial, save about 20 seconds. That was pretty nice until we found out that if we select that, this menu behind it with all of the levels that are locked, it's still active right after I click accept here. So if I spam down on the D-pad, that's going to select a different level after I tell it to load a level, and then it's going to load the level that I have selected instead of the one that I'm on, and that's going to skip pretty much the entire game.
Yeah, you can just barely hear the menuing going on as the screen goes to black.
And that was a good one. We just skipped a little bit over half of the game with that one. I'll have to repeat it once, but that'll get us to the end.
As you say, you skipped more than you did in the practice room, I remember.
Yeah, it varies a lot from machine to machine. It just kind of depends on how fast it loads.
The planet is
So realistically, he's only going to be playing the first and last levels.
Right.
First just to open up mission select, and the last one to roll credits.
Truly harnessing the power of the dark side.
Right.
Also means he's going to be going into the final level grossly underpowered. So if you like SL1 runs from Dark Souls, here you go.
It also means we're going to see a bunch of cutscenes and not know what the heck is actually going on.
That too.
That's what the initial crawl was all for, though, right?
Oh,
The
we didn't
initial-
read the crawl.
That's true, but the initial crawl didn't mention anything about a blind guy sitting behind us.
It also didn't mention the menu glitch. I feel like they should have included that there.
If you know what's going on, feel free to make a donation comment telling us what's going on. Wrong answers
Wrong answers only. I was about to say the
Yeah.
same thing.
Alrighty, he's about to do it
Since
again.
I'm just
to
doing the
go any
glitch
further.
again, and then we'll have to be watching a cutscene. This is probably a good opportunity for donations.
Absolutely. We have
Uh-oh.
I bumped the wrong button. It's okay. We'll just watch this one again.
You got time. Go for it.
Okay, we have $10 from FlimBob84 saying the best Star Wars. Obviously, it's the Christmas special. But Clone Wars is a good close second, I guess. We also have $10 from Dr. Zomg, PhD, saying, I've got fond memories playing TFU on multiple platforms, but the PC and 360 versions were canon at the time. Love to see it get destroyed. Good luck to the runner. And by the way, the best Star Wars is Rogue One, followed by Clone Wars. I see you.
Okay.
For anybody out there that is a fan of following actors and voice acting, that is Sam Witwer that you are seeing. That is the main character, the man himself.
Vader won't risk my mission, even if he has doubts
He
about
voice acted the character, did motion capture and facial capture. So did pretty much all the other major characters in the game.
We stand Sam Witwer.
Yes.
No.
Time for more donations?
You can probably get a couple more.
All right, $25 from Raza, supporting MSF, saying, any love for Star Wars Rogue One? Best of luck, Lifelike. And shout-outs to my boy, Ripchip on the couch, Mr. Psycho Ripper himself. Thank you so much for your support, Raza. We also have $250. Woo! An anonymous donor saying, so glad I caught the Force Unleashed run, GLHF. Thank you so much. And that got you entered in for those grand prizes with that $250 donation, all in one fell swoop. Great job.
Those were passed out in the cargo hold.
We've got $5 from Daedalus saying, Heir to the Empire is the best Star Wars.
That's actually a very good take.
I've never even heard of that one.
That was like the original Thrawn trilogy of books, right?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going way back.
We also have $5 from Mint saying best Star Wars was the Ewoks cartoon from the 80s. I'm loving these. This is great. We got $10 from Kona saying, I wholeheartly agree with the person loving Andor. It is the best Star Wars, and we are correct. I just heard like, nope, in the background.
Proxy!
So, guys, what's your least favorite Star Wars movie?
Ooh.
Would everybody hate me if I said the Clone Wars?
Bringing the ire of chat and the donors, I see.
I will say, Phantom Menace is a close second, but I still don't like Clone Wars.
You have done well.
I mean, we're talking about Clone Wars, the animated series, not Attack of the Clones Episode 2, right?
Danger.
Because if it's Episode 2, absolutely, that movie's the worst, hands down.
Yeah, I will admit, I haven't watched the Clone Wars because I haven't had access to it in many years. So I'm going to say, yes, Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, is the worst one out of all of the movies.
Yeah.
From the very beginning.
Or perhaps you can consider this $5 donation from Anonymous that says the best Star Wars is Knights of the Old Republic 2 with the cut content modded back in.
That is a good one.
That's a very good answer.
That's a great take, actually.
We got a wrong answer inside the donation, if we'd like to go over that.
Oh, please.
$50 from RoboChuck says the plot of this game is obviously that Kyle Katarn was training Mara Jade and he fell to the dark side. It's just fact. That's the plot.
Okay, we're finally back into the game. Woo! So the targeting in this game is a little finicky sometimes. It's depending on where my character is facing, so I don't...
These guys are being relentless.
This is why we do easy difficulty for this run.
Easy.
Oh.
You got this, Lifelike?
I'm just going to go ahead and do a little restart.
Probably a good call.
Good, all good.
Not that one.
Would a pun help power you up?
That depends, but go ahead.
Here we go. It's $10 from Ella saying, what do you call a Sith Lord going up and down?
Oh, no.
An elevator.
I love it. Keep it coming.
That worked a lot better the second time.
There we go.
Good job.
Yeah, so where exactly are we right now, Lifelike?
Right now we are inside the Death Star, and there's a little voice line there telling me to find a hiding place whenever the laser is firing.
Directly next to the laser is a good hiding place.
Yeah. I mean, if I walk into it, I'll die instantly, but...
Makes sense. That laser can destroy entire planets. I don't think our protagonist could survive that. I don't care how strong he is.
You're forgetting plot armor.
That's true.
Then
This level is another example of Star Wars' famous lack of railings.
So yeah, he's going into these side rooms to grab points and experience to get some upgrades, because he's going to grab a couple of moves going into the last segment, because there are 2 fights that we can't skip.
Yeah, it's kind of convenient that these items are just laying around so that we can level up just enough to make this a little bit faster. We're skipping most of the game, so no matter what, it's going to be fast, but having just a little bit of extra stuff is nice.
Yeah, what did the run used to be before menu glitch? Was like 1 hour and 40 or something like that? And now it's,
a little under an hour.
A little under an hour? Yeah, and now it's like 15 minutes because you can just skip everything.
Yeah.
Should also be mentioned, he used the health drain aura there just to help tank damage and absorb more health and take care of the enemies while he was lifting that door up.
Right, so the health drain aura, it kills some of those enemies, which is good for getting me more experience towards leveling up, and it helps keep me alive since those guys have flamethrowers, and I would probably die if I didn't have it.
And if you got hit at the wrong angle, that would actually knock him into the turret range and kill him instantly, so that's fun.
I'm doing really good on experience right now, so that's good. Let's just grab one more thing here.
You should have everything you need at this point.
Right, so there I hit a checkpoint, and I'm going to change my costume because this is actually the fastest way to reload a checkpoint, because I only have to go into one menu. The normal way to reload a checkpoint, I have to go to Mission Select, scroll all the way down to this level, then select Reload Last Checkpoint. It's just faster to change costume.
You know, usually when a person says, oh, I've just got to change my wardrobe really quick, you know it's like, oh, we are never getting to this dinner.
Right, so here at that level up, I'm going to unlock Dashing Blast, which I just used there to hit this cutscene trigger. So the big reason that I reload that checkpoint is because the laser fires on a cycle, and reloading the checkpoint goes back to the beginning of that cycle, which means that I'm perfectly set up to get across this room with that level up. And then I'm going to do the costume change one more time to reload checkpoint again, and let's find something nice.
Yes! There we go.
I just need to do that jump again across this next room, and this is the most agile that C-3PO has ever done.
Yeah, it's going to be so weird seeing him having actual fluid movement.
There's something very unsettling about watching C-3PO run through the Death Star with a lightsaber in hand. He's like, yeah, I got your protocol right here.
Juno, where am I?
I had to do a little bit of kind of specific force management in there. So my force meter is that blue bar in the top left, and I overused it when I came into this room just because I know it'll refill during this cutscene.
I can't even imagine what the Empire would do with this sort of power. You must find a way onto that central platform. The Emperor's observation.
Good time to sneak in a quick donation.
You can probably get one in.
$50 from Madsen saying, as a huge fan, let me just say that the correct answer to the best Star Wars is The Wrath of Khan. Yeah. Worth it, right?
Oh, jeez.
Sure.
All right. Lifelike getting bullied a little bit here. So he's trying to destroy these two, or not destroy them, but push them in, yeah.
I have to move that thing so that these elevators open up.
It's interesting because I feel like ATSTs are in so many Star Wars games, but I've never seen them be that aggressive with their blasters.
They were very aggressive right there. So with Dashing Blast, I'm just going to hit this other cutscene trigger, and hitting that is going to place me directly onto this upper platform when it ends. So coming up right here is not exactly a boss fight, more of a mini-boss with the Shadow Guard and these other 4 guys.
And these guys do not play nice. They get in the way, and this fight can go a couple different ways. Hopefully it goes well.
Yeah, another health drain order to help out with the fight, but...
the health drain order is going to do most of the work for this fight. Like you can see, 2 of these guys are already done. There goes the 3rd one.
These lag spikes on every hit are just so funny to me.
Where'd he go?
All told, that went really well, actually.
He's attacking.
Oh, there
he is. Over there. How did you get over there? So I'm going to do this throw just because it knocks him onto the ground. And I'm going to do that stab because it does the most damage of any attack.
And down.
And then a quick time event to finish him. C-3PO is savage.
This is the new protocol.
Okay, so with that level up and grabbing one more little upgrade thing, I'm going to do the last bit of leveling up. I get Saber Slam there, and 2 points into Saber Mastery. So Saber Slam is an attack that can pretty reliably at least stun the next boss, and Saber Mastery increases the amount of damage that my lightsaber does.
Yeah, again, we're very underleveled, so just about anything we can do to make the rest of the game, faster and more doable is better.
You are all traitors.
We're essentially finishing this game with the bare minimum that we can get away with.
Tortured. You will give me the names of your three
Senator?
allies.
Good to sneak in some donations.
Sure.
All right, we have $5 from Alyssa saying Danejerus is having some dangerous opinions on the Star Wars trilogy. I'll see myself out. Alyssa, thank you so much for that groan-worthy pun. We also have $5 from Matt saying the best Star Wars is Dark Forces.
That is an incredibly good answer.
That is a good answer, yeah.
All right.
I'm not biased on that at all.
Oh, you mean the guy who speedruns Dark Forces likes Dark Forces?
Can you believe that?
It's unreal.
We also have $5 from a zombie saying the best Star Wars movie is Episode 3. But the Chinese release with their English dub, specifically the line, "The geography of my situation is superior to yours."
Alrighty, so now we're fighting Darth Vader.
But weren't we playing as Darth Vader in the beginning?
Well,
How the turns have tabled?
yeah, something like that.
Got it.
So I've noticed one of the annoying things about this fight.
He's not playing nice right now.
Yeah, when I did that stab on him on the ground before, it didn't do any damage at all, because that can just happen sometimes in this fight.
You gotta love
So now
enemies
it's-
having random iframes.
Yeah. So now it's going to phase 2. I'm going to try to skip phase 3. If I can do enough damage in phase 2, it starts the quick time event just immediately.
Yes, this
Or you
involves
can go to phase 3.
stun locking him right here and just hoping that he doesn't regain his poise. Oh, darn.
No, not
Yeah,
quite.
there it is.
Yep,
Just
there it is.
barely not enough damage.
It's a tricky strat to pull off, so it's understandable why that. What on earth?
So the main time
Oh, there we
save is
go.
just not having to watch that little scene where it goes into phase 3. Luckily, phase 3 is a lot like phase 1, and it should be over now.
GG's. And then get ready on time.
Not quite yet. Got one more
Well,
ball.
soon.
Aren't we always just ready for time at any point?
Apparently, so is C-3PO.
Yeah, this fight's not canon for anyone out there.
Oh, it's absolutely canon for me.
Oh yeah, so there's you can decide which ending you can get from here. There's two different fights you can do. You can go fight the Emperor for a good ending, or you can fight Vader for a bad ending. Fighting the Emperor in a good fight is something like 1.5 minutes, and then fighting Vader, like an average fight's like 1 minute. So it's obviously faster to fight Vader. So we fight Vader.
Only downside with Vader is there's a little bit more chance for things to go a little bit more random, but either way,
Yeah.
it's still better to take that chance and save some time.
So I'm using an older strat for this fight just because I find it funny to fling him across the room like that. All right, so now we're on the final quick time event, so time's coming up pretty soon. Just have to hit B, then X, and when I hit X, will be time. And time.
GG's. Nicely done.
So that was the any percent run for Star Wars The Force Unleashed. A lot shorter than it used to be.
Yeah, that opening cutscene crawl eating up so much time.
Yeah.
It usually goes faster.
And that is about it for me. Just want to give a couple of shout outs. One to Streetback Guy, who made the load remover for this game on PC, which is really nice for doing runs. Just other runners in general. A glitch hunter named Findlestick found a lot of the tricks that we use. Not quite the menu glitch. That was accidentally found by a runner called Pestilist and then made consistent by another glitch hunter called Hotshot Wire. You guys have anything to add?
No, just keep supporting GDQ, keep donating to MSF, and thank you all very much for watching.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for having me.